Okay, so it's got me blocked off. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it was. Unless... Oh, I didn't go the right way. Sweet.
So, are we going to see Rasputin? Or is this some other war mind?
There is only one war mind. But Rasputin is not here on Io. I believe he's been marooned on Earth ever since his network fragmented.
Marooned? That was always a funny word. It never really, like, made me think somebody was abandoned. It was just like marooned. Like, I always have to remind myself that the word maroon means abandoned or, you know, stranded. It just sounds... Kaboom.
Finally. Let's get down to the vault.
Oh, sweet.
Asher, Ikora, we're on our way into the vault.
Hey, don't push me.
This will be rich. I will ask Zavala. Can you tell me
I was in the lead.
Almighty's expected destructive capacity? And he will say, no, Asher, I cannot, because I am a reckless fool.
Ignore Asher. Find the war mind. Reconnect it to the network, and we'll handle the rest.
All right. Right.
Reconnecting to the Warmind network to begin a remote scan.
You could.
Yes. We can see the connection coming online.
Hang on. We've got taken.
Man, I'm barely having any heavy right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm about to die again. Oh my gosh. I guess I went the wrong way. I was trying to find cover. Yeah, I think I went to the wrong place. Alright. In a safe space now. Shoot, might want to use it on the boss, so I'll put this in power rift down. Holy smokes! Oh, okay, I see. Oh gosh, now he want to back up. Okay, thanks a lot. Sweet.
How's the scan going?
Poorly. The Almighty is inextricably bound to the harmonic resonance of the sun's magnetic flux tubes.
What?
If Zavala blows up the Almighty, it'll take the sun with it. It's time I rejoined my fire team.
Got me a corn dog, some funnel cake, and a turkey leg last night. Boy, that thing was, whew, that was a blessing. Oh, bro, spend more than that, but it was a once a year thing, so yeah.
What makes your guardians worthy of the light? What is the price of such power and immortality?
Devotion. Self-sacrifice. Death.
Death. Explain.
Devotion inspires bravery. Bravery inspires sacrifice.
Dummy.
Sacrifice leads to death.
Oh man, you cut it off right when the killer line, boy. No, you did it on purpose, dog. You hating. I know they ain't got the lemonade and all, but you ain't gotta hate like that, bro. Alright. Yeah. Well, we don't have state fair, but we got county fair. It's not big as a state fair, but it's still fair. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. No, I mean, no, not special, no.
Got some heavy hitters here, Titan.
Yeah, for the most part, I mean, I like it because, I mean, it's a chance to get to walk around and get some food that I wouldn't usually eat just because, so. And I think in particular, for me, it's becoming more something that we're going to do every year, which is we're going to go and get our picture taken every time. Get that picture. Hold on real quick. My bad. Yeet. Yeet. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, the state fair. Like I said, we, making it a little bit of a tradition to get our picture done there every time. Walk around, eat a little food, go see the car show, and then. So I mean, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting, but I mean, it was better than my state fair back at home. Much better than that thing. State fair back at home is ugh, and they always got like people trying to perform music, and the music is always trash. It's just ugh. Let's do an adventure. My lady's coming home for lunch for a little bit. Let's do it. Any destination that you know something about, you can tell me a little bit about the adventure. Superior version comes out tomorrow? What makes it superior? Mick on my stream says superior version comes out tomorrow. Mm-hmm.
Caught another one smuggling worm spore out to the city.
You can afford all that. Sweet. And my PS4 costs how much? Either way. Right. 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 Well, I guess the way I look at it, from owning computers to owning a gaming system, let's see here. I've had my PS4 for about a year after it came out. I got it, I think. So it's the same one I've had. Now, what I'm about to say is in no regards to performance, in the sense that, yes, you can get higher frame rates and all that stuff. But in order to stay there, you have to keep paying for it. There's people out there who want to do that. That's absolutely fine. I'm not against all that. I guess I just kind of like that. Why not necessarily? But that's the point. Are you going to just run the game, or do you want to? Because here's why I guess what I'm getting at. Is people often say, "Huh? Oh, okay."
Guardian, there's a cloaked fallen in your vicinity. Neutralize it. We need to confirm a theory.
And right, and that's right, and that's where, you know, like, well, you know, then what are we talking about then at that point? You know, like you just said, you want the best of the best of the best, yada yada. Every 2 years, maybe 3, you're gonna be, like you said, updating, buying, and purchasing new parts to keep it that way.
Very much.
You know,
Continued existence is one of my prime directives. It was the Cade unit who led the Fallen to me. He totally blew my cover. All of this is his fault.
Right, I'm just saying. Right, no, what I'm saying is, you know, I'm just saying that I don't care for. I like the idea of having the best, doing whatever, you know. That's fine too. But I guess I don't know. It just seems to me that oftentimes when people talk about that stuff, it's as if, and this is kind of the reason why I don't care for how they've done PS4 and Xbox now. What they've done with them is that they've gone the way of computers and made this fragmentation of, you know, systems that are, you know, modular, and, you know, they're kind of getting towards that area, you know, to be like computers, where computers are modular. You can switch out graphics cards, CPUs, you know, different stuff like that, you know, GPUs, all that stuff, memory, and it's, and so you have people who are saying like PC, you know, or, you know, best and stuff. Yeah, when it comes to performance, it's the best, but after 2 years, you got to pay for more for, you know, you want that best performance and all that stuff. I'm not saying that it won't run the game, it won't, you know, play games, new games and all that stuff, but if you want it to be the best, talk about, you know, all the different things that people often associate with PC gaming, you have to keep updating it. Versus, and I guess I just like the idea of, you know, to me, I just like it better to buy something, know it's going to run at a good whatever for time to come, and you can do somewhat similar with PC. But I tend to find that with PC, because they don't have to, a game creator doesn't have to necessarily say, okay, it just has to run at these specs. It doesn't have to run exactly made for this PC. So you may have a PC that has those specs, but the PC itself may not be, you know, whatever it is. Like, I guess what I'm saying is, I've seen plenty of times where you have a PC spec to do such and such, but because, you know, because computers are so fragmented, you need other different things that make it all work, they don't run always, you know, to that stuff. Now, you know, obviously to the person who owns a PC, it's their duty to make sure that they get and manage, you know, what is all it takes to do that. But I often feel like people say a lot about PC, about that stuff, and then don't realize that, oh, it takes more than just buying the PC one time for the PC experience that people often talk about. They think a lot of times, even when I'm reading forums and stuff, you know, people talking about this stuff, they just, I think they oversell it as for what it is. I mean, definitely, yeah, I agree with the fact that it comes higher quality if you buy that every year, and there's nothing wrong with that. But to down consoles as to where they are now, like I said, I don't care for how they've done what they've done with the current consoles as far as PS4 and all that stuff. I mean, they're basically low-end computers. You know, I don't really agree with their, you know, what they were trying to do with these things now. But as far as games go, as far as video games and stuff like that goes, so. But yeah, I guess that's just my bit on that.
Why would they leave these plates around if they get so angry when anyone steps on them?
Right. Yeah.
Fire down. That.
As inorganic networked intelligences, Vex are not capable of digestion.
Yeah, thanks. Eat that anyway. Inorganic networked intelligences.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Mm.
Wow.
Wow is not a helpful term on the battlefield, Ghost.
So the fallen signal is coming from behind a massive barrier powered by Vex tech. Looks like they've stolen themselves a toy.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Hello? Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 And that's, yeah, I mean, that's kind of basic. And like, you know, even with bugs, I mean, I don't know exactly how much he spent, but, you know, obviously cheap is a comparison to like, you know, to like, is it cheap in the sense that it was cheaper than other computers, or is it cheap in the sense that it was about pretty much, you know, lower than the cost of a console or close to, or, you know, that kind of thing. So, but just in, right. And see, and that's all I'm saying. Like, you know, I understand, you know, it's like, yeah, you know, it's a better experience and, you know, all that good stuff, but you have to pay for it. But the way people tend to talk about it is like, oh, it's just better because it's better. But, I mean, if it's, I mean, it's better, but, you know, just say it's going to cost more. I mean, like, you know, yeah, you pay for it, but you're going to get a, right. Right.
Guard down.
Yeah. No, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Sweet.
I think we've got this taken care of. That fallen crew won't be bothering you anymore, failsafe.
Yeah.
Good work, all of you.
You have my thanks, friendly ghost. Captain, you are
Got you.
clearly optimized to solve problems created by the Cade unit. That must be one of your designated day-to-day functions.
This isn't like other Vex
Yeah.
technology I've seen. I think it's a relic from past iterations.
Right,
Maybe
yeah, exactly.
future iterations. You can never tell with the Vex.
Yeah. 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 Let's see, what other places? What's up? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alert! I'm detecting abnormal Vex activity in a local quadrant.
Right.
These Vex, they're building something.
Calculating probabilities. Yes, they are.
There's a public event over in this next area, just real quick. It just started. Yeah. If you follow the, cause I was heading over to another adventure and I ran into it. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that stuff is, like I was saying before, I think, there's a certain point in time in which after I've, played through a game and gotten very familiar with it and, just over time I'll start getting like, okay, well, what else is there? And that's kind of where where I'm at now. So I think you probably, either you were already there when you first started the game or you got there sooner than I did, but, yeah, because I was just really into the mechanic of, starting off, I was really just super into the mechanic of how the game played, the mechanics of it and the shooting aspect, and wanting to really get that down and just kind of get that feel going. And then now I've kind of gotten there a little bit, now I'm exploring, like I said, those adventures and memories and all that stuff, and trying to listen to the dialogue as I'm playing and see what's going on. So,
Guardian down.
Yeah. Right, right, right. Yeah. Right. 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 Mm. Mm. Yeah.
Guardian down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ha! That's right. No spire for you today.
You're so destructive. Recalculating infrastructure integrity to account for the damage you
Mm.
caused.
Nah, I haven't. Yeah, I saw you with it. That one, the all white one. What? Shall we try to complete all these adventures here? Oh, yeah, we in here. Oh, no, you good? All
Hey
right.
team, I know how we can hook failsafe up to the Nessus core and mine all the data we could ever want. Just help me place these beacons and I'll explain.
Hmm.
These beacons should allow us to hook failsafe into the Nessus core. Think of all the data she could pull.
It is a proactive and clever plan, friendly ghost. I still think it's a bad idea.
This will work, trust me. You know how I usually hack and scan stuff for us?
I do.
This one's all you.
How fun.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
Guardian down.
What's up? A what? Oh yeah. Why would that make you mad? But then, you know, I'd like to. I'm curious as to what makes one become the speaker, like, because it's not like something that, you know, anybody, or at least I don't know how it goes, but I haven't gotten any indication or clue that, you know, that a person is deemed the speaker, or if they just do it on their own. Like, obviously the last guy, oh, I don't know, whoever the guy was last time, I don't know if he was the first speaker or what, but it hasn't really seemed to be much of lineages of speakers, if that makes sense. So I'm curious as to like how that works, and you know, because another thing is too.
You can do this, Failsafe. I believe in you.
I was gonna say another thing is too. They didn't, you know, it basically was saying like, you know, the speaker himself doesn't commune or anything like that with the traveler. They just speak on behalf of them, but doesn't necessarily mean that they are per se interacting with the traveler. You know, so that's why I'm a little curious. You know, because in similar, or in that instance, you would think, oh well, you know, they probably, you know, the traveler probably what do you call it, deems them worthy or something like that. But if he doesn't commune with the traveler, he just kind of took up that mantle on his own.
There should be a conflux nearby.
But I don't know
Please
that much about
stabilize
that.
it for me. Thank you, Captain. Now eliminate those data cubes. They contain security protocols that are blocking my progress.
You're a pro. I knew this could work.
The Vax are fighting back. I have marked other confluxes for stabilization. Destroy the cubes they generate.
Oh. So this is what they were doing last time. I saw some people running around one time, was wondering where they were shooting at this stuff for. That was part, because we was in the middle of a public event, so I thought it was something with the public event. But I was like, this doesn't seem to be affecting anything that we're doing. Oh, smokes.
Failsafe, the Vex have sent a mind after us. Failsafe, any updates? Okay, so she's been captured by the Vex.
What?
I'm so sorry. I can fix this. Get me the data core from that mind.
Right. Right. Goofball. That sounds familiar too. That situation. So I'm heading over towards there.
Failsafe's gotta be in here somewhere. Help me get rid of the interference from these confluxes, and I should be able to lock onto her location.
That thing yanked me in there. Okay. That's a sensitive portal. Yeah.
Got her. Locked her in a cube construct. Take out the Vex and we'll free her. I hope it's not too late.
Talking about the animation of it falling apart.
Thank you, Captain. I have spent the last decade speaking with a fellow prisoner.
A decade? It didn't take us that long.
Uh-oh.
Time must work differently within the network. He was a very good listener. It's a shame I couldn't take him with me. He showed me a myriad of potentialities for this galaxy. How the Vex intend to shape them, I will share with your vanguard.
I'm so sorry I put you through that.
But you did. And I never forget those.
But you did. Right. Whoops. Right. Really? Did they say he's a prisoner of Vex? Oh. Right. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Where the heck am I going now? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm at the Artifact's Edge. I'm gonna do the two in here. The two adventures in here. Cool. But yeah, go ahead. Just wanted to let you know that. How you do that? Oh no! Yeah. Yeah. No, I know you're talking about too. Let me try that there real quick. Let's see here. That's so funny. He just stuck in that one animation like that. Right. Oh sweet, so I have no heavy ammo now. This heavy ammo goes like quickly with this thing. Whoops. Uh-oh. Oops. Whoopsie.
Captain, Vex in your patrol area have upgraded their barrier technology to be impenetrable, using a new, unidentified energy source. Nearby constructs should have the data we need to locate a sample of this technology.
Breakable shield sounds bad. Let's take them apart.
I knew that thing sounded familiar. He's got a book on his arm, on his back? This, looking at this warlock, I heard a gun firing off and it sounded familiar. I didn't know this, Wings of Sacred Dawn has a book on its, like, back. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah. It does, man. Just, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that jump looks cool, man. Like, it'd be nice if, like, while in the air, like, you get like your
I
abilities
scanned the
recharge,
cores.
or maybe
There's a
something,
weird
you know,
energy spike nearby
some other
that
stuff
might
where
be what
Icarus
we're looking
cooldown
for.
goes down quicker or something. I
I
don't
would
know.
be happy to analyze any samples you obtain. I need a life. Someone get me
Duh.
off this rock.
We've got the spike. There's a Minotaur here using those fancy shields.
The captain always finds a way. I detect additional spikes nearby. We should collect them for analysis. Perhaps we can discover how they are producing it. And then blow them up.
Holy smokes! I remember you saying that too. Yeah. What? Wow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Captain, additional energy pools overhead.
Sweet. Kaboom. Look at that. It remains. Collect energy.
This is superb data. I have located one final set of fonts for you to collect.
Failsafe, this is turning into kind of a long walk.
Hey, at least you can walk. I live in a dilapidated boat.
Whoops. Was I already there? Was that through the portal? Trying to burn it. No!
I traced the samples to one source and have pushed its coordinates to your tracker. I do not believe the Vex will want to give up their fancy shields. You're gonna have to make them.
Goodness. I couldn't make it an easier way to get up here. No! Good grief. Well, I never made it up there, so I don't know what happened up there. Yeah. Yeah. I was wondering why it looked like that, but that makes sense. I think like the bottom of it, like the whole bottom piece of it looks like it like starts catching fire a little bit. Anyhow. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yep. Gotcha.
Failsafe. We can report those shields won't be a problem anymore. Nice catch.
The Vex
Nice
Collective
catch.
is reporting the same thing. Hopefully, they do not possess the resources to do this twice.
Oh man, we all the way away from this thing. I'm just gonna fast travel back to Artifact's Edge and start that next adventure. Oh, it's an event going on here.
Oh, so you think you're gonna come in here and dig, do you?
What will stop them, I wonder?
There you are. Trying to hide. Sucker. Got you. What?
We zap that shit.
Ah.
I want to take a look at some gear. It's already got an owner. You think you can fix that for me?
rather blow up equipment than let us take it. These Cabal don't have a lot of faith in us, do they?
I have no idea why that might be.
You just disappeared. Oh, okay. Alright, so where's this next? Dang it. I thought I highlighted it, but... Oh, okay. So, what? Gotta kill Vex? Yeah. Whoa. I picked up a patrol bounty. Sweet. What? Oops. Wow. When you have that, I forgot what it's called right now, but that exotic fusion, when you have that thing, like, the ammo fully, and if you get a chance to use it against somebody who ain't dead yet, and it just keeps ramping up faster and faster. Well, I knew that, but I never got it to go that high because I'm always low on ammo with this thing. I barely have, like, I have 6 now, right now. I never really have a full ammo, you know, never, like, because I think it's supposed to hold 8. Yeah, I never get heavy with this thing. Right, but I always have, like, 5 or 6 or 4. Like, I never have, like, a full total 8 magazine. I only have 6 rounds, like, right now. I'm always low on ammo with this thing. So what? It's only with this heavy though it gets like that for me. It's, you know, my storage stays full. When I was using the that whatever that thing is, I'm gonna say dubious volley. I forget what the other thing's called. Yeah, but I would always have, you know, ammo for that too. But this one, it just seemed like I never really get ammo for it. Like even my other fusion, I'll get ammo for that. For some reason, this one just isn't holding the ammo. Yeah, basically, man. That's so crazy. That was the first time I had a chance to do it that way, just a moment ago. Yeah, it's yeah. Okay, so I guess we finished that one. Good. So let's go to. Looks like it's finished. Yeah.
Captain, I have identified multiple data-rich caches to plunder. I have created an unauthorized login for the friendly ghost. The Vex will believe he is one of them. Ideally, they will share their secrets.
That's actually very helpful of you. Let's see what we can learn.
Mm-hmm.
The platforms are charged. Is this a deterrent or an experiment? I can never tell.
Yeah, scan that one. I'm doing this one.
Failsafe, this login is perfect. I'm pulling all kinds of data on Cabal fleet movements. Zavala will love this.
Happy to oblige, friendly ghost. Marking additional caches.
Oh, I knew this was a trap. No!
Guardian down.
Oh boy. I was like, I've never seen this area before. That makes sense now. Yeah, same here. It's like, I guess I kind of forgot. But, cause I was like, you know, I don't ever remember seeing this stuff over here before. Yeah, it is this time. The other platform isn't. Okay, now it's going away, I guess, because I started to scan. Yeah.
I think they're onto us.
They believe you are one of them. What did you ask?
Nothing. I asked them what they're doing on this planet. Did I offend them?
Depends on how you ask. I think this one's gonna start hurting soon.
These data cores the Vex are dropping.
Yeah.
They contain answers to my questions.
Perhaps they are attempting to interface with a friendly ghost, and you, Captain, are in their way.
Whoops.
I'm so sorry. I'll fix this.
Right, so we're in the way.
I can't get them to stop. They want to tell me about the Virgo prohibition and how its algorithms are wrongly deployed for the Mars environment. How is that even relevant?
They say you lack a holistic perspective. According to the network, they are sending you help.
I don't want their help.
I don't want their help.
Now I know why Asher's ghost never talks about her encounter with the Vex. They keep telling me to come home. Anyway, this data is too valuable to pass up. There's one more access point at the top.
Yeah.
Friendly ghost, bad news. The collective is dispatching a Vex mine to help you terminate the captain.
Tell them to stop. So sorry.
I have no way to do that. But the Vex seem to like you very much.
Interesting. Oh, sweet. Okay.
That mine said one last thing as it died. It's afraid. Afraid of your light. The one thing in this galaxy it can't simulate. Probably old news to Ikora, but I'll ping the Vanguard.
Your query has terminated, Ghost. The Vex Collective hopes it has answered all of your questions. A user within the network named Osiris sends his regards.
Oh, Ikora definitely needs to know about that.
Yeah. Interesting. All of it goes away. Look at that. That's cold. Wow. There's one more around here. Yeah. I'm headed to the cistern to do that adventure over there. The cistern. Alright. The brethren. Hey. We'll probably have to drag them through these adventures though. But you know, I think what will really help is kind of like, I'm glad you're doing these adventures with me because I figured you probably know stuff that I wouldn't know. I mean, on your own, like you can listen to it and be like, oh, that's interesting because some of the people's names will sound familiar, but I think with, you know, with as much as you know, tying that stuff together, you know, while playing it, like getting both of them probably just like, you know, maybe having them play the adventures and stuff, and then you just kind of be there and telling them about it. I think they'll find it interesting then, and that, like you said, would kind of get it out of the just PvP aspect. Because, like for me, you know, the PvP is fine.
Hey, you two.
I have fun playing it, but
signal coming from a ship that's definitely not Red Legion. Some new guy giving orders. He's got the Red Legion running around like errand boys on Nessus. Last time the Cabal had a management shakeup, they burned down our house. Let's see what they're up to. Bring guns.
Well, we always have at least 3.
Okay. Yeah, this map right here, man, is just going to the different places we just gone through, man. I like how diverse it is, man. This world. Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Well, at least that entrance did anyway. Oh wow. Oh wow. Say what? Oh yeah, yeah, those helmets, yeah. Oh man, it's breaking down. Or is it? No, it's not. Okay. Oh, they're looking at Vex weaponry. So you remember when I was telling you that I had I don't barely get any ammo, and I had 6 reserves. I mean 6.
Itself from the conflicts.
I just picked up 4 more.
Atmospheric,
From that time to
geologic,
now, I just picked up 4
tectonic
more.
data. They want it all. I'm not sure why.
I don't know why it's always so sparse on here. Okay. So these reset every week or something?
Okay, this
Yeah,
might
or every
explain
day.
it. Let's see. The Legion is helping their unnamed leader identify mineral-rich deposits on Nessus for consumption. Well, that can't be right.
Oh, so once you do them, you can't do them again? I was about to say, yeah, I mean... I feel like there's... I've done maybe 1 or 2 of them, but I feel like they've popped up again, but I don't know which ones I did or whatever. Okay. Oh, other planets either.
Okay, I'm going to read this and you pretend like I understand. The Cabal want to grind Nessus into glorious dust fit for royalty. It's more environmental data. Just some logistical planning so they can prime their ship to eat the planet. This new Cabal leader might have a few screws loose. I mean, they don't have a ship that big. Do they?
Yeah. That's crazy. Man. Yeah, you mean like looking up in the sky? Yeah, yeah. I think I remember seeing that.
Transmitting now. Cade, I'm picking up a planet-wide broadcast. Red Legion's 7th Company has failed to secure Vex data. Their invitation to join the Loyalist regime is hereby rescinded. There's more. The rest of you still have a chance to prove yourselves. I offer you a life of opulence.
Opulence? Oh, I could go for some opulence right now.
A conflux that's directly connected to Mars. The Vex there are having a heck of a time with the Red Legion, it seems like. Garden Gate gone. Bay lost. Bastion fallen. Huh.
This is interesting, huh? Yeah.
I'm in. this gets weirder. They've analyzed the planetoid soil and what might happen if it's combined with something called royal nectar. One more cluster. Great work. Both confluxes linked. Just keep them away while I read this recipe for converting Ness's soil into a purified royal wine? What are the Cabal doing?
So what? Oh yeah. It's just so just goofy, man. He don't give a F about nothing.
I'm gonna be so mad. I love it.
Let's get this to the Vanguard before I have to defrag.
Right.
Legion wanted every bite of
We finished watching the. I was gonna say we just finished watching the Office. We just finished the last episode. She liked it. I don't know if she did but she sure was excited. Yeah. They did. Yeah. Yeah, they did. Right. Right. Yeah.
All I ask is you return to my loving embrace. Ew. Emperor Callus has spoken.
Ooh, wait, Emperor? As in Cabal Emperor? Okay, opulence later. Ikora now. Ikora! Great job today, guys.
Boy, he left in a hurry. I wonder what that was about.
Interesting. Well, I need you to put a good lid on it, because we about to go to the raid location itself. I just want to see what it look like. I've been wanting to do that for a minute, but I was like, really just curious to see what it look like over there. No, and I just don't know when we're gonna actually be able to raid it. So I just want to look at least the entrance of it. Yeah. Brazy. I can break these cuffs. Okay.
This vessel will challenge you in ways you have never dreamed. Let's enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, hold on. I spelled something. Give me a real quick moment here. He sound like he black though. Tripping. Why you all in my face like that? Mm-hmm. Oh, so they do have 4 toes. Yeah, their armor and stuff. Mm-hmm. What? What? Mm-hmm. These big old steps. Like they can step up on them like that. Holy smokes. Nothing. He's got a... Oh, okay, I thought he had a cold heart. Mm-hmm. So this is not the armor you're talking about though, right? Oh, the Red Legion, that's right, you did say that. Right. Okay. What's that? Monte Carlo? Oh, it's a trial shotgun? Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, you need more people to do it? Yeah, bro. Right. That is crazy, bro. Like, how do you construct stuff like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, when I be seeing structures and things like this, it's just like, who designed this thing? Okay. Interesting. Somewhere. I just kept going up.
Guardian down.
Oh, more. It is, man. Oh, that is what? What is that? Yeah. You get close enough to him, you can hear him breathe. Interesting. Yeah, I am. Ah, grapes! Ew, what is the rest of this, though? That's a mess. Why would they want that in here? Yeah. They tripping. Oh. Okay. I hear the music. More dookie. I know, man. Like, I want to, but I don't know how much time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what my time frame is, but I wouldn't even mind, like, trying to just wait for somebody to, to queue in with somebody. Just so we can get it done. Yeah. Oh, that burns. Yeah. What? Oh. Oh, look. Oh. Just a statue up here. Oh, that. Okay. Right. Man. What? Why do you say that? Yeah, I seen some. Okay. Well, I don't want to. Well, I don't want to start something and I obviously can't finish it because we need more people. But so those down there, they'll shoot you. Really? Where you at? Oh, I'm talking about. Huh? What? Oh, down. Yeah. Oh. They're very aggressive. Oh, it's a lot of them too. Yeah, it's just us two, Gabe. We just, I wanted to like step in here just to see what it looks like. I haven't been to the place yet, so. That's alright. So they looking for a fight, are they? Yeah. Oh, Gabe said he on. He said he'll hop on there too. Party cup. Alright. Oh, we're not in party, just hop in. Oh, what Bugs is doing? You know, I sure could, couldn't I? By himself? Oh, okay. Yeah. Uh, whoops. Hold on, guys. What's up, man?
These dogs ugly. Look at their daddy, son. Sweet. Juju on that beat. Don't stop. Hey, don't stop. You ugly. You your daddy's son. Hey.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Here we go.
Right here, right now.
Here we go.
Sweet.
I will never, maybe on occasions, but at this point, we'll never complain about Destiny again.
Sweet.
I do declare, little boy.
Yes, yes. And it's funny you say I do declare, because that's one reason why I will never complain again. Dude, this coding class, this gaming class is kicking me from one way, I mean just 10 ways to Sunday. Like, I never in my life thought coding would be this difficult, the thought process behind it. Like, I appreciate everything I see here. I'm just happy this gun shoots. Because just to program in a simple restart level is having me frustrated right now.
Bro, like can I just say, when I was telling you about coding, like, I don't know if you took what I was saying as like, oh, yeah, that's just something to be figured out, or but dude, and that's why, like, when it comes to these games, like, when I get critical, I'm thinking about that stuff, and so I don't have a super high expectation. I only have it in regards to programming goes. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, yeah, my throat. And I think my bad. More than anything, I just want to see like a progression from what. I don't need a whole lot going on, but I do think certain just basically it ain't easy to just, when you have something that's good, start from there and work from it. I didn't completely agree with wiping anew and because I know how hard that stuff is. It's like it's not just wipe it and start afresh, because man, that's like you asking for a death sentence pretty much. So it's just, but so that's why I'm like, when they were, at least particularly in Destiny 2, I was just like, when they were talking about doing this all new and similar stuff, I'm like, man, these people are crazy, because that's just a whole lot of stuff. And then, like, obviously it's gonna change the way certain things are already, but man, but yeah. So
and
but no, I understand that.
Yeah, for me, my mindset has been, because I remember, Tim they were asking like, well, sweet, don't make them complete, don't make them complete games just for a sweet hit. I'm like, dude, there's a lot of money involved, and it's a reason why, DLC exists. Now, some businesses take it and, and they abuse it, like Call of Duty, whatever, but that's only to those who aren't really playing the game. Like, people who play Call of Duty, they ready to throw money at the game. But a game like Destiny, where it's building upon itself and you want all this content that's basically justifiable as a whole other game, you want it for free and stuff, to me that's just nonsense. Like, businesses have to get paid too. Like, you're paying for their expertise, you're paying for their time.
All right.
So when I asked Tim, I was like, what is it that makes you feel like this game isn't worth $60?
Well,
I think this game is totally worth $60.
Yeah, I think so too. But I will say, in Tim's defense, I don't think his argument stems from that aspect particularly to this game. I think just in general with games today, how they're doing this thing now where they add on stuff later versus just come out with a game that's stuff is already in there, like, and some of it is like small stuff that something like small stuff sometimes too, like, because what's happening is we had games before that were complete games and you had DLC that added extra stages. But now we're kind of in an era where we're past that, and games are not only doing that, but they're allowing themselves to be like, oh, well, the game's not completely finished. What we'll do is just release a patch with the next update or whatever, and it's gotten to the point now where they'll just do live, at least for Destiny, is live updates to things that need to be fixed or maybe tested a little longer. But, like, I understand what you're saying as far as, like,
the practice itself is, in my opinion, immoral.
That's what his I think frustration comes from. Yeah, exactly.
But to try to relate it to Destiny, to me, that doesn't make sense, because at its core, you know, especially for this game, to me, the game feels more complete than what they did for D1. Now, people say, you know, when D1 first released, you know, they kind of released the incomplete game on purpose so that they can release DLC for it. And, you know, I mean, I really don't have any proof for or against that theory. But just from the, you know, the argument was basically being made, you know, against Destiny 2 being that type of game. Like, well, I don't believe so, because the fixes that you're talking about, they're gonna patch that stuff before DLC even drops. It's like, that's just live content getting data from the player base to say, okay, what's worked and what's not working. And okay, well, we need to add playlists into the game. Okay, let's add playlists into the game. Or we need to add this into the, let's do that. Not necessarily content itself. The extra content I don't mind paying for.
Hey, don't revive me.
I got you. But yeah, so like, it was...
No, don't!
Oh, sorry. I thought you said revive me. I thought you said, hey, revive me. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, that's really where my standpoint was on it. It was just like, well, I mean, you can't really say that about Destiny because I played, I don't know exactly how many hours. I played quite a bit, and I still haven't completed everything. And so that's really where I was coming from. It's like, you know, to me the game is justifiably $60 worth, and I'll be willing to pay more for additional content just because I know the content's going to be good.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's not just going to be some reskin. I know it's not going to be just 4 new maps, a new weapon. You know, it's kind of like what Call of Duty does with their stuff. I know.
I'll be right back. Hold on, my
bad. Good. So that's really where I was coming from that perspective. So.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I definitely think they needed to do what they did.
Yeah. And, you know, studios need to get paid. Don't you want to get paid for your services?
Yeah. I never beefed about the price. I pay $100 for this game. Because I know it's worth it.
I know. Yeah, I know. And I paid $0 because you blessed me with it. But,
you do.
Well, I actually paid $5 when we kept it. Anyway, like, I guess I was just... That's the stuff that was kind of frustrating me about the conversation, not necessarily the opinions, because obviously everyone's entitled to their opinions. It's just, you know, the sheer fact that, you know, the game, number one, they got a whole new player base that's getting ready to be introduced to the game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, we can't leave them in the dust. We've already done the raid without them.
Yeah, that's very true.
You see what I'm saying? Like we've already... A lot of people already completed the raid. A lot of people have already got max power, and now you want additional content before a whole nother player base gets an opportunity to go do what you've done. Just be a little patient. And I think that's why they're doing it the way they're doing it with the season, because these next 2 months will be more than enough time, especially for the PC player base, because they're rabid. You know, they'll complete the raid same week because everything's already unlocked for them. So all they got to do is hit max power, and they can jump directly into the other stuff. But yeah, so they'll get it done. But you know, we've had 2 whole months of of Destiny, and they got a whole nother player base that they trying to win over. So I'll be willing to wait, and I told them, it's not a crime to play another game. Go play another game. You heard.
Say again?
I was basically saying, you know, it's not a crime to play another game. Like, if you're really that tired, they're gonna release more content. You know, you feel like you got your money's worth so far, and you don't want to be frustrated with Crucible, go play something else until December. More content's coming.
Yeah.
You know? But for me,
and I'm excited about this content because they've been working on it since last year. It's not like something they started after the success of the release. They knew they were gonna do this.
Yeah, and then on top of that, like, even the content we haven't done, like me and Rob, we just got finished doing basically all the adventures for Nessus. There's so many hints and so much story behind the adventures on Nessus that it's worth doing even if you're not getting extra powerful gear. Like for me, because I'm at 300, all my stuff is dropping at 293, which is perfectly fine. I get a weapon, I transfer it over to my other character. But I'm doing adventures for the sake of the story element. Like we just basically like 2 adventures on Nephis hinted towards Osiris and potentially his power in the Vex network. You would never get that outside of anywhere else unless you play the content.
Yeah.
And so I made the whole argument of, well, it just, to me, you know, we don't seem interested in that content. Because if we were, we would do it.
Yeah.
It interests me, but to me, it just doesn't seem like it interests anyone else outside of a handful of us. For the most part, we're a PvP clan. Like, most of the people in our clan are, as soon as they log on, they're going to PvP.
I think that's a habit.
So that's really the argument I was making.
I think that's a habit that kind of developed out of the fact that when, you know, PvP is always exciting. Just period. It's always fun, and you know, with us talking trash and all that stuff. But then on top of it too, like, you know, all of us, when the clan started getting larger, all of us can fit inside of a private match and just have fun with each other. And so, like, you know, it became something to do.
Except for me.
Huh?
Except for me.
Why say that?
Because
he hated PvP. He hated private matches.
That's right.
Private matches. Alright, I'll see y'all later.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, and it wasn't because, I mean, and again, and here's the reason why. It wasn't because I didn't want to play with y'all or play against y'all. It's fun playing with y'all and against y'all. But to me, at that time when we were doing private matches, we were just releasing stuff, there was content that I didn't get a chance to really get, or gear that I didn't really get a chance to get. And this game has made me very goal-oriented as far as like what I'm in the game for. Like when I go in the game, I want to feel like I'm accomplishing something. And private matches to me didn't really feel like I was accomplishing anything. It was just something to have fun with. So when Iron Bandit come around and everybody's like, oh, private matches, like, man, I'm trying to get this silver dread, bro. You can go have fun with that. I'm about to get this gear real quick. That's just kind of my mindset on it. Like, when there was a law, I didn't mind doing it. It's just that, you know, at a time, there's private matches over everything. I'm like, bro, this is a new gear. I'm like, go mess around and try to grab it real quick. I ain't got this, I ain't got that. You know what I mean? So that was just kind of my mindset.
Like, well, let's hop into that Nexus story then.
I think we just finished it.
Well, I mean, that means basically what it means is you'll have to do it. Like you'll have to be the lead and just go around and then I think it's gonna. I don't mind doing it with you, so it was fun.
Yeah. So I got like 45 minutes. So.
What you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Like right now or later?
Yeah, the time crunch.
Oh my god, dude, I got a story to tell y'all. I almost forgot. I couldn't believe I forgot.
I'm all ears.
Yo, this flipping house thing, man. We ready to have my brother fight.
Oh,
whatever.
Oh man, he's
dude, this is exactly where the Voidwalker gets overpowered in PvE, bro. Look at this. Give me this sword. Boy, I survived all that.
Drones.
Right.
Yeah, and we
just need my sword.
It get even worse down there, counting.
I need to get my light up there. These boys putting hurting on me.
Where you at?
I'm already 394.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
I mean, 294. I said 394.
Oh. Yeah, that's
I know it's more than enough. It just feels like they extra hard right now.
Time to eat.
Whoops. They're doing that. Liz said, what else is new?
Whoops.
That's how I be.
Whoops.
That's
Okay. She
Spit
said
fight.
that's how he be. You know, these days, yeah, I know it's more than enough, but it just seems like it's extra hard right now.
Man.
So we gonna get this bang bang with the Coco? Wang wang with the Warwolf?
What you talking about?
He wanted to do the Nessus adventures.
Okay.
What's up, man?
Let me go off a few Nova bombs.
Yeah,
throw them grapes. Throw them grapes. Yeah,
good. I like it. I mean, it's familiar content. It's basically, yeah, it's just familiar content. So nothing we don't know.
Man, you must have been super hungry.
Yeah, nothing that we don't know. But yeah. So tell me why we sitting here doing the adventure. And I'm basically talking about. I don't know how long you were in the stream now. But,
just for a few seconds.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I was talking around and I was basically, telling them about what makes the game interesting to me. And, he was basically saying, well, we need to take some of the other guys and then, that way it can be more interesting to them because, obviously, reading up by yourself, it's a lot of content, but he was saying basically for him, it just became a little more interesting because of the extra stuff that I know about the content. So like it kind of plugs in the holes of like some of the stuff that you'll hear in the event. So it was crazy, it'd be cool to take y'all through some of those adventures and kind of explain what's going on.
Well, break it down for me. Let's go.
No, I think let him finish the story. I think I know where he's going with this.
Hold on, first before I do, where do you think I'm going?
How we got here?
Yeah, so we sitting there, me finishing up one of the adventures, and I'm trying my hardest not to say anything about Callus, because in my opinion, Callus is by far not even close the most interesting and the most powerful being we've ever faced.
More than Oryx?
What'd you say?
More than Oryx?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
When we do the story stuff, you'll probably catch some more hints of it. I'm gonna be listening more because we were doing a lot of talking. I'm gonna be listening more this time around.
Yeah, but anyway, so we're doing the part where they're talking to Ness or whatever, or we're getting messages from what he's trying to do on Nessus. And then I'm like, man, you know what, man, let me not say anymore, man, because I said, let's just go do something else because if we keep doing these events, man, I'm gonna spill some beans about this raid, and I know you want. You see, he said, well, don't spill nothing for too long. I was like, why is that? We about to go to the raid destination. I'm like, what? I was like, man, and then all of a sudden I just got like nervous for some reason. I don't know what it is about the raid, but it's like makes me nervous for some reason. I don't know, maybe because
to me, when I think about the raid, it just feels like this impossible, a task that we have to achieve.
What? What is going on?
What are you talking about?
Okay, there you go. I think it's on my end, but you just cut out. It was like, thing is, man, the raid to me is like this.
That's what it's like. I'm still talking with
that. It's like, I was like, where did he go? But
no, it's like this unbeatable, not unbeatable, but like this unbeatable task that we have to beat.
Yeah. I feel you. It's in-game for me, but let me tell you why I think it is, and it stems back from my childhood. So, go with me, if you will, on the journey. So, I don't know if any of y'all remember this game or not. I don't remember what console it was on. I want to say it was on Dreamcast.
Dreamcast.
Yeah, it's either on, well, Rob's leaves, so you gotta. But I think it was on Dreamcast. But it was a Spider-Man game. Can't remember the name. Yeah, it was a Spider-Man game, and at the very end, the last boss that you had to fight was Carnage.
Mm-hmm.
And Carnage just goes like, he turns into Super Carnage basically, and it's almost like it almost turns into a scary movie. So I remember playing this game, and like, you know, I defeat all the little bad guys, whatever, and all of a sudden Carnage just pops up and he just becomes huge, and you can't fight him. You have to run away, and you have to basically get out of the building. But he's making this noise that is so.
Wait a minute.
It was so.
Is like
scary.
the building blowing up? Is the building blowing up?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I know exactly what game you're talking about.
Yes.
I used to play Nightcrawler to get out of there.
Yeah, yeah. So, the building blowing up. So the building blowing up, and Carnage is making this noise. It sounds like he's saying "ride or die," but he's not. But and it's like this horrible music, and I just remember being so scared as a kid, and I could never pass that board until like I overcame my fear, just
the pressure of it.
And I think to me, because that was the end game, like that was it. I think to me that kind of scarred me when it comes to end game. I always go back to that little place of like, oh man, Carnage is coming to get me. I know it sounds dumb, but that thing scarred me, bro. Like I'll never forget that.
No, I don't. Nah. For me, it was right when Sonic was getting ready to die from drowning. That would always scare me. You know, he's like dun 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 dun. If he like pop or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that junk had me like shook in my boots though, man.
What you talking about? How we got here?
Huh?
You talking how we got here?
Did I tell them how we got here?
To the to the raid piece.
Yeah. Did you step away when I told him?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I told him. So stupid. Well, don't say too much. We about to go there. But yeah, so basically what we were talking about, because you didn't get a chance to see it, Gabe, but and if you don't want me to say anything, just let me know the way the raid starts off, like how you land.
No. Let me see it. Let me see it.
Okay. It's nothing super spectacular. It's nothing spectacular. It's just it makes sense when you get there.
Guardian, there's a cloaked fallen in your vicinity. Neutralize it. We need to confirm a theory.
But anyway, yeah, that's what we were talking about. We're talking about Callus, and I want to tell y'all more about him, but I feel like it'll be kind of spoilery.
The body. These are coordinates to the Exodus Black.
I guess I just won't say anything.
Indeed. We have reports that the fallen plan to destroy Failsafe's mainframe and scrapper for parts.
Not on our watch. We're on our way, Failsafe.
Thank you very much. Continued existence is one of my prime directives. It was the Cade unit who led the Fallen to me. He totally blew my cover. All of this is his fault.
Whoops.
Cade blew it for everyone. He got caught lacking. He got caught lacking!
Oh, so, okay, I forgot to tell y'all what happened yesterday. So yesterday, we're cleaning up the site for this one house that we're getting ready to be done the construction on. And what ends up happening is this guy, he's some Jamaican wannabe thug Jeezy kind of dude, whatever. And I mean, he may not be, but he just carries himself that way. You know, sags pants, hat cocked to the side.
Is a client?
No, this is our contractor who's doing our work for us.
Zavala, I'm picking up a fallen signal from a nearby cave. I think that's where they're getting their orders. How about we take out the leadership?
That's how you ended the House of Wolves.
that's how you folded the Red Legion. Do what you have to.
Hey, they got folded, fam.
I know, right?
Folded. It's scrambled like an egg. We get folded like an omelet. Let's go.
That was dumb. That's how you ended. That's how you folded the Red Legion.
He showed his blackness on that one.
Yeah, he did. It's folded.
He couldn't hold it for too long. He couldn't hold it too long. The blackness starts spilling out.
Yeah, just down here.
Alright, go ahead, Gabe.
Yeah, I got it.
Contractor.
So he's been giving us a hard time this whole time. Just like every time we like say, hey, can you do this? He's like, where's the money?
Wow, is not a helpful term.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's no like give or take or whatever.
So the fallen signal is coming from
yeah,
behind
we
a
weren't
massive
as
barrier,
organized when we
powered
first
by
started
Dexter.
because we kind of came into the project like super fast. But so we go yesterday to do a punch out, and he's like, you know, our partner asked him on Thursday, you know, how's the paint? He said the paint is done. So when someone says that, what do you take that as?
It's finished.
It's finished, right? Nah. He's like, nah, the paint is done. Like, the paint, we ain't got no more paint.
Bro, come on, speak properly.
Yes, yo, yes. Yes.
Professional at least, bro.
So,
he couldn't he say, did he try to say it jokingly or he was like serious?
no,
It's over.
It's over.
no, that's what he said, but when we got to the site, we're like, yo, this wall needs a second coat. He has to redo the door. Like, the trim is missing paint. What is going on? We talked to him when he gets there. He's like, no, I was saying it was done, like, we ain't got no more.
Wow, bro. Come on, man.
I'm like, okay. So, when were you going to tell us that you needed more paint, though? Like, you know, those go hand in hand, right? Like, when the paint is done, you need more. So anyways, so what ends up happening is he ends up leaving. We figure everything out. We're like, okay, cool. You know, just need to do one more skim coat of paint. He has to sand the floors and restain the floors today and tomorrow. But this was yesterday, so I'm just speaking in the future. Anyways, so we leave and we head to our next property, which that's where I'm going today because our current contractor is trying to charge us $70,000 for a 1,000 square foot home. You can't tell me that don't sound overpriced.
That is overpriced.
That sounds suspicious.
Yeah. So we're like, that doesn't even make sense. And he's talking about having 5 guys on site every day. And it's gonna take 6 weeks. 6 weeks for 1,000 square feet.
That fallen through won't be bothering you anymore.
For cosmetic changes.
Good work.
So that's just flooring, new cabinets, stuff like that. So that means he's getting literally a week's worth of work done a day. 8 hours times 5 contractors.
Wow.
But it's gonna take 6 weeks. So we're going in to walk it with him and figure out what the deal is and try to get it all square. So that's why I have to be there at 4:30. But back to yesterday.
Right.
So we end up. All right. Oh, go ahead, James. You about to break down something?
No, I was just gonna say, so basically what you missed because you didn't listen to any of it was
Oh yeah, rip. My bad.
Hold on, I'm laughing because it's always funny because Liz's response to how I be saying stuff to y'all.
Yeah.
She wonders sometimes how I have friends, but I don't think
you don't say anything harsh. It's just you. That's just how you talk. We all talk like that.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think she understands that y'all understand that we all talk like this. So anytime, because she can't hear y'all in response, all she can hear is me talking to y'all. So it just sounds like I'm the worst friend ever. But anyway, no, I was just gonna say basically what you missed. You didn't miss much. The Fallen was trying to get their hands onto the Nessus Control Center or whatever. Our job was to stop them from doing it. It gets more interesting from that. But that's
the
just
next adventure.
Yeah, I mean, all these adventures are pretty legit. Like they litty, man. They low key litty. But the Fallen are scavengers, so anytime they get their hands on tech, they're trying to use it to survive. So, but anyways, all right, on to the next one.
All right, let's rock.
So what were you saying?
I'm gonna pop it on the map. All right, I'm going to Artifact's Edge. That's the fastest way to get there. So basically, we leave the site, and I'm gonna read this to you.
Okay.
And so our partner sends a text message to him because he painted this door, and he painted it white, but this stain keeps coming through the paint. Like you can't paint over it for some reason. So it's the weirdest thing. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing ever. It's weird. Like every time he paints it, this like dirt keeps coming through it, like or breaking up the paint. We don't know what it is. So my
it's a hole in space and time. That's what that is.
So we had this string of text messages where she's basically saying like, hey, can you pick up bifold doors? Just pick up 2 bifold doors to replace those doors. And he says, when we finish the original scope, we can talk about making changes. I said, what was requested that is out of scope? He said the part adding bifold doors to the garage, sure was not. And he said, when we finish, we can talk about making changes. I said, adding bifold doors is easier than adding 2 and 3 additional coats to get rid of stains. I said, this is a solution to our current problem.
Hold on real quick. My bad.
Go ahead. Alright, where's this next adventure at? Alright, we'll wait for Rod though. I wonder what's back here. There's got to be something back here they're gonna open up.
I wouldn't be surprised, especially considering the next DLC. Well, the next DLC is gonna be based on Mark, but I wouldn't be surprised if they open up some more spaces here on Nessus. Okay. Yeah, I know. You can just keep the kids here. Well, keep her here. Okay. Wow. Well, this person was watching the dance off. Look, they brought out the old school. Look, oh, they left. You trash! You trash! You found the next adventure, Gabe?
Oh, I was gonna wait for Rob so he can hear it, and I know he's on the phone.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
So I'm just in this sector down here, this lost sector, right by where we were.
Oh, okay. I need to do one in a tangle real quick, so that's why I'm about to go.
Hey, just do this one with me, and I'll hop over there with you.
Where you at? Oh, okay, I know where you at. I know. Join me, The lost sectors here on Nessus are massive compared to the other ones. Like, they're just so spacious.
Yeah.
Lost sector. Lost praise turn.
That's one thing I am happy about, that they said that guns are going away. So, like, you can't earn them anymore. One thing I do wish is that they were just a little bit more rare. You know what I mean?
Which one?
Like, just in general, just guns. Like, I wish it was just harder for people to just get, you know, a certain gun.
Yeah,
Like,
I think the problem with that is the lack of guns. Like, there aren't a lot of guns in the game, and most of the guns are reskins, basically. Although they feel different, I think it'll add a better element if they look different. Because, like, the thing that made Destiny 1 one of the things that made Destiny 1 pretty cool was, you know, there was a lot of weapons to choose from. Even if some of them were terrible, at least you had a lot of options. So it's like, yeah, I know even for me, like, I would try to find ways to make some of the bad guns good for me. Just because I made a game out of it. Like, it'd be fun. So, and I think, again, a part of that is they're just waiting, they're waiting for the PC community to catch up before they start releasing a lot of other content. At least they've come out and said that. But I'm hoping with that, it's going to be different looking guns. Because even like with the new Trials guns that are coming in Season 2, and even with, you know, the new Iron Banner weapons, they're different from the ones we have, but they're reskins of guns that we've earned in other places. So although they may have different perks and different roles and they feel different, they still look similar because the weapon exists in the game. So hopefully they change it up. Like, I was hoping that the Iron Banner weapons would look similar to how they were in D1. Like, they look like something that an Iron Lord would use. So hopefully they go back to that formula. Because those weapons look amazing when Rise of Iron came out.
Alright, so I got a question.
Yeah.
If someone from Cons calls me and says that they would like to have me on their team, should I resign from my current job?
Yeah, let's go!
Come on again.
I said if somebody calls me from Cons and asks, you know, and says that they would like to have me on their team. Should I resign from my current job?
You did it!
They gave me the number to do an interview background check, and gave me, I guess, the name of Cole Group, yeah. So to do all that, and he said as soon as I can get that done, the sooner they can get me in there. So yeah,
just do it, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Don't take long. It doesn't take long at all. They just ask a lot of questions. Now, in your case, well, at least I think this is the case. But in your case, you haven't moved around a bit, have you?
No, I've only been in Texas since I've been here.
Yeah, so I mean, with that being said, it should be a lot easier for you. Right?
I know that game. Yeah, I've only been in this apartment since I moved to Texas. That's what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're trying to say.
Only been here since I've been to Texas.
Right.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. I know what you're trying to say, so I just let it slide. But yeah, okay. So what about when you were in Georgia?
I've only lived in a couple houses. I mean,
Hepzibah?
Yeah, Hepzibah, and then a neighboring town, Augusta, basically. I mean, two cities. One's country, one's supposed to be, I guess, there.
So it'll be easier for you then. For me, I moved around a bit, so I have to give them like 8 addresses.
Okay. Like, how many years do they want that of?
I want to say like 7 years, or something like that.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's only going to be 2 addresses, because the one address is in the Hepzibah was, yeah, I was there for more than 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Rob,
I would, but
it's about to be a
because
grip,
I know
dude.
we're not going to get invited to the congratulations
Oh
party.
no, no, don't do that.
You know. Are we
Yeah,
doing
man.
no?
Rob, we going on 6 years knowing each other, dude.
Bro, that went by so quick.
Yeah, dude.
Jeez.
Like I was just going through filling out my security forms, and I was like, man.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, it's crazy, man. 2012.
It's crazy, bro.
Oh, that's when y'all met, 2012?
Yeah, man, January 2012.
Don't do it, don't do it. No.
Oh, my goodness.
No, James, no.
What?
No. Oh,
congratulate y'all. I can congratulate y'all success.
Our success.
No, I joke around obviously, but you know, it's funny because I was telling Liz last night. You know, a part of my maturation process over the past few months actually has been learning to appreciate the family that I do have, as opposed to resenting the family that I didn't have. Right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I remember being in a space, and just subconsciously, not even like actively thinking it, but subconsciously trying to put myself in positions to where, you know, I would feel part of a family that looked like they were having a good time or whatever. You know, whether it was, you know, somebody from the church or somebody that I went to school with. Like I always found myself subconsciously trying to replace my parents.
Yeah.
And I having a conversation with, I think it was Sharon, my oldest sister, about some of my mentors in high school and stuff, and she was like, you know, you don't have to, basically what my sister said was, you don't have to replace your parents, you know, you have parents, you have a family, like, you don't have to always be trying to replace them. And at first I was like, man, I ain't doing that, shut up. But then as I started thinking about it, as I started thinking about it, I was like, man, I am kind of doing that subconsciously. And, you know, so God's been dealing with me about really, truly appreciating, you know, my family, the family that I've created, like my wife, my kids, and, you know, just trying to appreciate those moments.
Yeah.
Because you can get into the, I don't know about y'all, but I've gotten a few times into the whole, like, looking on Instagram or looking on Facebook and, like, seeing people have a good time. And it's like, man, I would have liked to been there with them because I care about these people.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, that would have been fun. Oh, that would have been cool. But then it's like, well, wait, why am I sitting there doing that when I got a family, a beautiful family at home?
Right, right, yeah.
You know, so it just put me in a mindset where I'm just kind of appreciating my family a lot more. I didn't even know I was doing it. So like taking more pictures, like even like the small stuff we did. Like the other day, I didn't want to get out the house because I was exhausted from not having sleep. But ultimately, I'm glad I did get out the house. All we did was go to Costco, but we made a day out of it. You know?
Nice, yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know what I mean? And I had a blast. I had fun. And you know, in Costco, because everybody know that Costco keeps the cost low. But I mean, they had these huge hot dogs that they sold for like $1.50 is a quarter-pound hot dog. And they sell it, a quarter-pound hot dog with a drink, and it's for $1.50. And I'm like, yo, this is slamming. And then they have like fresh pizza and stuff. And that pizza was great too. It tastes amazing. So we just sat down and just walked around. It was my first time in Costco. We made a day out of it. It was really fun.
Nice. Yeah.
So anyway, I say all that to say, congratulations on your 5-year anniversary.
That kind of reminds me of something Andy said in the last episode of The Office when he was like,
the good old days.
The good old days, yeah. The good old days. Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's real too.
No, it is real.
You gotta really sit back and appreciate the time that you're in.
Yeah.
Quote unquote good old days to pass you by so fast you don't even know it.
For real.
Like every job that I've left, I've sat back and looked and like, oh man, I did have a good time here.
Dude.
Well, even with Sears, like even when I worked at Sears, you know, that Robert guy.
That really quick. I'm about to ride out. Can y'all hop on Discord?
Hop on what?
Hop on Discord.
Oh, Discord. Okay.
Chat with y'all while I'm driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I got it downloaded on my phone, but I'll just...
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't have too much longer myself because I'm me and Jen gonna put together our shopping list and go because I'm gonna hit Pastor up too because I'm trying to get some more of that. He gave me some good ideas about some stuff I should probably get, you know, as far as health concern, and like just trying to get rid of that sugar stuff that I was talking about since that's what he's doing.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna look up some soups and some other stuff and try to get what he recommends, some of the stuff he recommends.
They'd rather blow up equipment than let us.
Okay.
Well then, how about this? Let me just finish telling you this story, and I'll just holler at y'all a little later. Now. I'm about to ride out too, and you ain't gotta go to download it. So basically, you know, he checks me about the bifold door, and I say adding bifold doors is easier than adding two to three additional coats to get rid of a stain. This is a solution to our current problem. He said those doors aren't standard size. You can't add bifold doors that aren't standard size. They're not built out, so everything is easy when you don't know what you're talking about.
Whoops. Oh, yeah. My goodness.
Thank you. Someone picked up on that. How does that sound? What kind of tone do you take that as?
That's highly disrespectful, bro. That's like, you can't, that's just, you can't talk like that when you're supposed to be working with somebody. And it's like, okay, it's one thing if somebody don't know something, but it's like, even if they don't, you work with them to get them there. You don't just flat out disrespect them in that way, looking for a fight, basically.
Thank you.
Honestly, I didn't have a problem with it at all. I thought it was profound.
Oh man!
I would have punched him in his face.
That is disrespectful, man.
I was 2 seconds. Oh, I was 2 seconds. So I sat back and I was ready to just hit him up and just give him a piece of my mind. But I was like, you know what? Let me not say nothing.
Right.
It was eating me up on the inside. Oh man, it was eating me up, dog. So I was like, I gotta say something.
Yeah.
So this is what I say. I said, dude, you can go somewhere. No, I said,
sit down.
Oh boy, Dave, revving up.
I said, you can go somewhere with this core. I don't know what I'm talking about. I said, we are offering a solution, figuring it out just like you are. I said, so check your tone, bro.
Oh.
And he said, I'll see you in court. Check your mother.
Check your mother? That sounds like some sort of up north like slang towards this or something. But like what?
Check your mother.
Yeah, like what?
Okay. He said, F platter. He said, here, I will put a lien on that property. Check yourself. So,
okay.
If you know what a lien is?
It's like you kind of...
Yeah, like a lien,
I think I understand what it means, but go ahead. It's something like you making it difficult for you to do something?
You won't be able to sell the house.
There you go. Yeah, that's what it was.
Because
okay.
Why that didn't make sense is because we paid him. So how can you leave a job and then put a lien on a house? That don't work. It don't work that way. So,
unless you know somebody else.
Our partner says, Rob, please calm down. That's his name.
Yeah.
Disrespecting the name, man.
I was about to say, give Rob's bad respect out there, man. He's an imposter,
so
Rob.
she's like, yeah, I know, right? He said, please calm down. we both have the same goal. 3 more days and everything is done, paid in full, including the trips you are making to the store for us. He said, check your people, Chance, before I check them for you.
Mm.
And I was like, he said, I will own that S. Little boy playing with me, talking about me.
Yeah, it sounded like he kind of mixed up in pride there. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Who do you think you are?
I don't know. So,
ain't no Thanos.
I said, dude, you're talking all this. I said, you're talking the trash this whole time. I'm trying to offer a solution, and you're over here talking trash. Trash. You real tough over text messages, but you never talk like this when we're in person.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
So he said, talking trash. Didn't you mean?
No, why is this going back and forth? No, go ahead. My bad. Oh man, my bad. Go ahead.
So he said, talking trash didn't mean you ever had any discussion. You can tell anybody's tone.
I'm getting some interesting signals
by
here.
text message. Too bad you're taking that as somewhere else.
On the far side of the sun.
Oh my gosh.
And he said, you pump no fear in my heart, you little boy. Okay? I've been doing this a long time. Don't effing understand me.
Yeah. When people get upset, I tend to just ask them questions.
And I said, dude, all you had to say was the bifold doors didn't fit. Additional, you don't know what you're talking about, or calling me a boy doesn't do anything. He said, I see what he basically said, man, he's like, I know what I want to do. I'm not a flatter, and F you.
I'm not a flatter? Is that like a
yeah, basically, like, he's not someone that you can just get all this work out of him in under one cost.
Oh, okay.
It's a weird talk.
It is, dude. I'm not a flatter. Check your mother.
You ain't gonna eat me, boy. Check your mom.
Check your mother.
Check your mother. Yeah, dude.
What does that mean? I've been away from the East Coast for too long. What does that
right.
mean?
I don't know what it means. It was the first time I heard that foolishness since the 80s.
I ain't no flatter, boy.
Like,
check your mom. You know what I mean? I'ma lean your house.
You talking, Jay? I'ma lean your house. Keep talking, Jay. Check your mother, Jay.
Check your mother.
You started something out, man.
Yeah, he did. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Check your mother.
Yeah, dude. Dude was tripping.
Oh, that's funny.
But this isn't the first time he's like threatened to leave the job. So it's not a surprise to me for him to say that.
Right.
You know, it's like a punk move on him to basically try to control it, to feel like he's always in control.
That's hilarious.
Whatever. Like, that's the nature of it, because a lot of times there are guys who maybe had it rough growing up, found a craft or a trade, didn't really have like any type of strong leadership training, but they make a lot of money. Because they do craft work that people need. They can lay floors, they can paint walls, they can put in stuff. And everybody needs that. Everyone has a house. Everybody needs that trade craft. So they get real touchy-feely. Like my brother put it like this, like he's a real prima donna when it comes to work. You know, like, he's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Why are you trying to get me to do that? You know what I mean? But you want to get paid.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just tell me to check his mother and get on that.
So, I'm so ready to be done with this project. He got one more day there and that's it. He out of there. I'm gonna get my bad Google review. A Yelp review.
Right.
Yeah, Yelp review.
You know, Yelp, that changes everything.
It changes everything.
Google was like, you said Yelp? We're going to have to really check his mother after this one.
Right.
Stupid. Alright, y'all. I'm going to ride on y'all.
Alright, bro.
But yeah, man, that's hard in these streets, man. Trying to
man.
a dime on the side, man.
I feel you on that, John, man.
It's tripping, man. They got to check their mothers.
For real, check your mothers, man. Check your mother before I leave your house.
Before the house is lean.
Got it, man. That's gonna exist for a long time. That's gonna go down with this live. Your trash. It's going down with all of them.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, dude, that's funny. That's funny. Alright, y'all, I'm out.
Alright, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll too, bro, so I can get this breakfast. Just so I can go do stuff. Breakfast.
Alright, bro.
Yeah, man, that's exciting news, bro. Yeah, so that's what he said, and it was Rob that called me.
Okay, yeah, I figured you were gonna use Rob because he said like that.
Nice. That's what's up, man. I'm glad to, because, yeah. Man, I'll tell you, man, I've worked very few jobs. I've been at each one of them for a while. Worked very few jobs, but I will say that I did get a good, like, at least a genuine interest, you know, from the interview and everything. Typically when I go on interviews, they'll have like a somewhat of a fake interest, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they'll act interested, and you can kind of tell when people are acting, even when it comes off as sincere, or they're repeating what you're saying, they're smiling, do all, you know, that act, that mask that they put on. But it was actually, you know, it was pretty genuine, and so I kind of get a good feeling of, especially after what you guys have told me, and you know, with you guys being there and being able to learn and actually progress there, with people there with their intention to actually help you do that. I have a good feeling about it, so I'm looking forward to that opportunity.
Cool. Make sure you well, if you're coming on part time, I don't know if they're gonna make you go to that training school for a week, but if they do, just don't be late ever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like for real, because if you're late once, they'll fire you. So luckily, you know, Cruz is my guy. Otherwise, because I ended up taking a wrong turn and then I was 30 minutes late.
Oh
and
man.
They locked the doors after 8 in the training.
Oh man.
Yeah, so they locked the doors, and you know, so he was basically standing there like after he came to the door, I was, you know, knocking on the door or whatever. He looked at me and then he kept, you know, teaching. So
he said what?
He looked at me and then he just kept teaching the class, like he just ignored me.
Oops.
And I was like, oh. And then after maybe like 5 minutes of me standing out there, he came out and he was like, can I help you? I'm like, I'm what?
Oh.
I was like, yeah, sorry I'm late. I ended up getting lost. He's like, getting lost? What do you mean by that? I said, what do you think I did about that? I took a wrong turn and I ended up getting lost. But anyway, so he was like, yeah, he said, man, obviously Cruz vouches for you, a good guy. You're one of the smarter guys in the class. Yeah, obviously you're one of the more experienced sales guys in the class. Like, just so you know, the general rule of thumb is you're late, you'll be fired during training. Let you go. So like, make sure that don't happen again. I was like, trust me, it won't. I just took the wrong exit, you know, it won't happen. And so yeah, we were like, alright, cool, whatever. I'm like, dog, it's really that big of a deal, huh?
Yeah, I guess so, man. I mean, seeing, you know, from the way y'all talk about it so far.
You don't have a problem with that, but
yeah.
You know, I just know the type of person you are. So like, if they do make you go to training, like, you know, obviously you wanna route, and just playing your route. I'm just used to going there. It's not a difficult route. Obviously, when you're going from the ski, you got to go through that Dallas traffic. hour, because, you know what I'm saying? Just
yeah,
to
that
kind of
makes
prepare
sense.
yourself.
That makes absolute sense.
Because a 30-minute trip can turn into 2 hours to take a long way.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I mean? So just want to make sure that I plan that out. But from what I was told, I don't know if you're on the rest of the thing. You might just have training for it. Which is better anyway.
Yeah.
Your training for it is always better. That was training in the speed. I'm not gonna say it was a waste of time. You get a chance to train and you'll learn everything you really need to know about this job. You'll learn. Congratulations, big dog.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
I'm about to sell some dishwashers.
Alright, for real, man. Shoot. Oh, I'm gonna talk to Joe. I'll probably text him or something today and just see what's the protocol. And, typically for most jobs, 2 weeks or whatever, but I get the impression with the way this job is, I don't have to do that. Bro. I'm not like...
Yeah, so... I actually
That's right.
Yeah. They're just gonna ask you to resign.
Answer suppressed.
So when they say that, like you gotta sign a resignation paper.
Right.
You just quit and turn in your badge, you burn the bridge. But if you resign, then you can actually come back if you need.
Right.
That way you don't burn the
Right. How long did you have to do 2 weeks, or you just?
Nah, I gave them a good 3 days, almost 3 or 4 days, because as soon as I got the job, as soon as I got the account control technology job, it was like I had to show up the next day, so I couldn't give them 2 weeks. So
yeah, okay.
Once the drug test passed and all that stuff, like it was like 3 or 4 days before the training. So I was like, all right, well, I gotta resign. Like, okay, well, make sure you do this paperwork and turn in your badge, blah blah blah.
Right.
That way you can, that way you don't burn that bridge. Okay.
Right. I'm gonna talk to Joe. So I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
Because I need to get that going.
Yeah,
as soon as
definitely do
possible. Hopefully I can get that done this week. And well, no, I should be able to get that.
Well, big dog, we about to be in that thing, man.
Yeah, man.
You coming in the best part of the season too, boy.
Bro.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
You about to work like a slave, but you about to get paid.
Dude, if I ain't delivering mail right now, I'd be okay. I ain't got to be out in that cold in some giant van, accidentally, all that junk, having to deal with people who tripping and screaming and fussing. And this winter in particular, I think it's going to be worse because like last time, they gave us overtime. The whole company wide, it was like, okay, overtime, yada yada. But I've been getting word that this year is not going to be overtime. So, they're going to be a bit tighter. I'd imagine a lot more tighter on those who don't get back. In time for it, because evaluated time only means something when, overtime is the issue. But last year wasn't a big issue with overtime, but this time they were making quite a bit of noise, and they were already, as a matter of fact, real quick, they already, well, there was a guy named Cassius who started working there after a while, and he's at my station. There's another black guy, younger guy. But Daniel, I don't know if you remember who Daniel is or if he was there when you were there, but he's the postmaster, and he doesn't like me or Cassius. Now, you can say, oh, he don't like you, like what, because of what, or whatever, but no, he doesn't like us because we're slow, but it's more than just because we're slow. It's just like, it's almost like he's working to try to get rid of us, because they, you know how the post office is. You can't just up and just be like, oh, well, we don't really like your work, yada yada, and you decide to let you go. No, they have to be making mistakes or doing something stupid or whatever to let people go. Well, just last week, Cassius made the mistake of leaving his vehicle running as he went to the front door, and I mean, out of all honesty, the people, they're doing an inspection. They were doing a thing where they're watching all of us carriers as we're delivering, because we apparently in the 2 stations they've had the most accidents around, so they're doing like a survey and watching really tight on that and whatever that stuff. So apparently when he was on the route last week, they literally saw him do that, and then they yanked him off the route and had somebody else come out and finish it. But the 2 people that were there that caught him, they work at the stations, so it wasn't like some other it wasn't like anybody else, like outside in, that would make a big fuss about it. And because they're not anything, they're not tied to the stations at all. They don't care. Now, these were two people who work at the station, and with the shortage of people that they have now, they could have, I think, in my opinion, could have been like, hey, listen, you're not supposed to do this, and because I'm only saying this because there's a lot of things that they on their side they do as management, and I'm sure they're sweeping under the rug or they'll work it out or whatever. But they literally just, for one of his first, I would say maybe it is his first offense of any sort, they just take him off the route instead of just being like, okay, well, we do need the extra people, and if we take them off, then it's going to be difficult to kind of get more people or whatever, because they're already having problems with hiring people apparently, because everybody can't pass a drug test. There's a lot of people can't. Yeah, so so with all that, and I guess at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that they don't have the interest of their employees at heart. Meaning, if they were really interested in people coming there and succeeding or doing well, or just taking care of, really feeling like you're being looked after, then they would, warn you or do something, just kind of treat it as a warning instead of just completely just taking you off and not putting you on a schedule. Now, he's not fired because they can't just fire him like that. They have to go through a process of like with the union, but I'm sure they're going to try to use this process to try to get rid of him, just in general. Yeah, I'm convinced, because that's what they've been trying to do from the get-go. I've overheard conversations and stuff like that of other people on the phone, and plenty of people have said it, but I've heard one time, the person that was on the phone with their supervisor or authority or whatever, and they were talking about how the postmaster wants to get rid of us because we're too slow. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, man. So things were heating up in that regards, and I was just like, man, I kind of got to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'll just, whatever happens, happens. I'm just gonna keep coming to work, because I was talking to my supervisor, or one of them. He's kind of part-time supervisor the other day. You remember him, Antonio?
Yeah.
And so he was telling me about, because I was, Saturday was a really heavy day, so I got in. I didn't leave the station until about 2:20, about 2:13. I still made it back by like before 5:30, about like 5:15 or whatever. But he was telling me that when he went to the meeting, the postmaster was like, tell him he's not getting any help today. He needs to deliver it all on his own. As if like I wouldn't do that usually, but I guess typically because they like to people have everybody back by 5 o'clock, they do send help. You know how that goes. But but he's really, like I said, I think he's just in the mode of just trying to get us out of there in any kind of way.
That's cool. I'm sorry, I'm looking at these wedding photos.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Got a good looking couple, man.
Oh man, I appreciate that, bro.
Did a good old job. All right, anyway,
so yeah, just that, and then he was telling me like you don't want to bring a lot of attention to yourself. You want to try to make things, you want to keep things under the evaluated time. And I just was like, I can't. If I can't, I can't. I always try it, but if it don't happen, it don't happen. There's nothing much other I can do than that, and that kind of thing. And so, and he was saying like, he said, yeah, because if you don't keep it on evaluated time, you kind of put attention on yourself, and then they'll start messing with you. He said, now, that's, that can mean whatever, and I've heard people say that too, is that they'll mess with you, and that's an ambiguous statement, but it's not something that they're supposed to do. And the only thing I can think of is they'll either mess with your schedule, they'll put too much on you, they'll have you schedule too much, or maybe not schedule enough. They'll put a lot of expectations on you, or they'll have like people watching you, or just doing a bunch of weird stuff where it becomes just stupid stuff, stupid and childish stuff. You know what I mean?
Dumb.
But to me, I was like, all right, well, y'all want to do that, y'all do that. I'm just gonna come to work. I'm gonna make sure every time I come to work, I get the mail, do the exact thing I've been doing ever since I started here. It was, I'll get the mail, I sort it, I make sure the addresses and everything are correct, I make sure the parcels and everything are correct, I'll put them in their perspective spots, I'll take them out to the street and I'll deliver it, make sure they get their mail that day and whatever they're supposed to get. Whatever time I get back, it's whatever, because that's just how I've had to kind of treated it from the get-go, especially when people were like tripping about stuff and I couldn't help it. but it just kind of, kind of set my tone that way, and I can see why because of upper management. But anyway, at the end of the day, it's just gonna get tough there. And so I'm really happy that I'm able to move along in this fashion. So like I said, I'll just talk to Bugs and see if we can make that happen.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say that I prophesied this in your life, but I will mention that I prophesied it.
I will mention.
I'll mention it. Yeah, I'll mention it. Nah, I'm kidding. Nah, all jokes aside, I'm glad that you're gonna get a change of pace, and obviously knowing the type of guy you are, you'll succeed. And then of course with our manager, he's not gonna let you fail. And in this time, bro, like, I guess the only advice I give to you would be, don't be afraid to use the I'm new badge, because it's gonna get you paid. Like,
you talking about like with customers or whatever, or just in general?
Well, customers in general. Like if you don't know the answer, don't act like you do. Just hey, I don't know how to do this. Now Cruz, he's the type of dude where he gonna be like, oh, so you know, like he always likes to feel on top, but for the most part, like, if you just trying to get your money, he's gonna help, like 100%. He will, like, legit. He will not let you fail. As a matter of fact, you get a deal. Say for instance, you get somebody approved for $5,000 worth of credit, and all they want is a TV. Cruz will find a way to get them to use all $5,000 and get you paid.
Wow. Okay.
Like, I'm not joking, bro. He is not. He's cold like that. Like, he's gonna make sure. Like, whenever you get the opportunity, and obviously you ain't gonna be able to train the wheels forever, but when if it's a moderate day and then everybody ain't pulling Cruz to the side and all the stuff like that, he will make sure that you get your money.
Wow.
Especially if the store needs it. He's like, bro, we need this max. I'm gonna make sure you get this max. TO it to me. Tell him, introduce them to me. I'm gonna get you that deal, bro. And then just listen to him talk, bro.
Right.
When I tell you, this dude is so cold, bro. Like, for real. And it's like obviously he's already said, I'm putting on airs for the customer, when he's smiling, hey, how you doing? Well, guess what, I'm gonna make sure I help you. I'm gonna make sure, people usually have to put 20% down, but guess